When your baby hates tummy time, it can really make it hard to have tummy time be a part of your child's regular day. I know that it can be heartbreaking to watch your child struggle doing something that you know is good for them. So stick around because in this video, I'm breaking down 4 very common reasons why little ones struggle in tummy time. Coming up. What's up, mama? Welcome back to my channel. And if you happen to be new here, my name's Nicole. I'm a mommy, I'm a pediatric occupational therapist, as well as a certified lactation counselor. And on this channel, I am sharing my education, life experience, all that good stuff to help make motherhood just a little bit easier on you. So if that's something that you're into, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button down below. All right, mama, let's get into it. So I've been a pediatric occupational therapist now for over 5 years, and I've worked with lots and lots of babies, especially for this big milestone of tummy time. And I've come to find that little ones who are struggling with tummy time likely struggle for one or more of these 4 very common reasons. And that first reason is state regulation. So when I say state regulation, I'm referring to your infant's neurological state. So knowing when the optimal time is to place your baby in tummy time requires that you know how to identify your baby's neurological state. So think hungry, tired, asleep, calm, alert. Quite simply, your baby's neurological state is either supporting or hindering a positive tummy time experience. So being able to identify whether or not your child is regulated, as well as being able to determine external factors such as the environment and how they might be impacting your little one's neurological state are super important in the success of tummy time. Your child's ability to process sensory information is absolutely a major component in your child being able to self-regulate. It's important that parents learn tools and techniques to help their child co-regulate. So basically, you're learning the skills to help your baby regulate so that he or she is able to do difficult or challenging tasks such as tummy time with relative ease. So next up is physical limitations, and I'm specifically referring to plagiocephaly and even torticollis. If you're not familiar, plagiocephaly is also known as flat head syndrome, and it refers to flat spots on the back of your child's head. Now, plagiocephaly has actually been on the rise over the past 20 years or so, and this is in large part due to the amount of time that babies spend on their back. If we just take a second to think about how much time little ones are spending on their back between sleeping, napping, maybe even being in a baby swing during the day, or definitely in the car seat when being transported from one place to another. That's a lot of time in which pressure is being placed to the back of your child's head, which can then change the shape of their skull. In fact, there was a Canadian study that was released in 2010, and they looked at 440 babies, and 47% of those babies were diagnosed with plagiocephaly. That was such an eye-opening study for me because it basically means that 1 out of 2 babies are out of balance in terms of how much time they're spending on their backs versus their stomachs. Now you can imagine that if you're spending that much time on your back, of course it's going to be difficult to get on your stomach. You are using different muscles. And if you don't do an activity often or consistently, it's going to be challenging, just like it's challenging for us to go to the gym or run a marathon if we haven't been working up to that. But of course, like many things, the more often we're able to engage with the activity, the stronger we become and the more endurance we build, and it ultimately becomes an easier activity. So inside my Transforming Tummy Time course, parents are going to get the tools and strategies they need to address these challenges that I've been speaking about. So how can you help your little one regulate their neurological state? How can you help prevent plagiocephaly, or how do you address it if your child is already beginning to form flat spots on the back of their head? If your child has torticollis, what should you be doing about it? These are all really important aspects for successful tummy time, and we are drilling down inside the course. So one quick important note on physical limitations that I wanted to bring up is, of course, our babies who were born prematurely and spent time inside of a NICU, maybe days, weeks, or even months, are especially prone to having a difficult time with tummy time. These little ones were likely placed in a single position for a prolonged period of time. And we all know that gravity and a lack of movement can do a lot of damage to our muscles and the way we develop, especially when we're that tiny. So understanding that the longer your little one may have spent in the NICU or may have been subjected to just one position for one reason or another, the more support they're likely going to need in order to build the skills necessary to succeed in tummy time. So the last two reasons I put together because they are very tightly linked, and that is stimulation and motivation. So is your perspective of your child's experience in tummy time one in which their senses are being stimulated? Is your son or daughter being offered new opportunities to learn in tummy time? Or do you maybe have a limited or fixed idea of what tummy time is? Meaning, are you placing your child on a cold floor and expecting them to tolerate just lying there, bored, for 2 to 5 minutes at a time? Tummy time is such an awesome teaching opportunity, and there are so many fun, simple, easy ways to make their experience so much fun just using the stuff you literally have at home. And inside my Transforming Tummy Time course, I'm breaking down over a dozen really cool tummy time activities to keep it fun, motivating, and exciting for your little one. Because we need your baby motivated and engaged in order to learn and build new skills. Motivation is key. I say this to all of my families because it is so very true. Our kids do not learn unless they are motivated to do so. So ensuring that tummy time is a fun, engaging, and motivating activity is honestly the major key to your baby succeeding in tummy time. I hope this information offers you a fresh perspective of tummy time and what your little one needs to thrive in tummy time. And of course, if you're interested in joining Transforming Tummy Time, I will leave the link in the description box below. As always, please feel free to drop any comments or questions below, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.